And the basic idea of life-centered therapy is that people only come to healing for one reason, only one reason, which is that something couldn't be handled and integrated. That's it. That's our definition of trauma. So it's not something that is necessarily too bad. It could be something that's too good. It could be something that's too much. As long as it can't be handled, then we'd say that's why someone's coming to therapy. When something can't be handled, in that moment, a discomfort is born, literally, and it's a living being. It's not a part of you any more than you're a part of me, where it's like it's a part of the universe of life and it has its own, it's not a part of you, it has its own identity. All I'm going to invite you to do in simple form is choose to become the sensation and let it share its story in the here and now. That's why I say there's no such thing as regression, and you can't be re-traumatized if you have any witness function whatsoever, because you're not experiencing it. You're just choosing to be with someone, and then you may live out their story, or like you're a character in the play. So it's like you're an actor who's chosen to be that character, but you're not that character, even when you're fully enrolled, or you're watching a movie or you're reading a novel, but you're not it. So I'm not working, it's not client-centered in that way. It's sensation-centered, as sensation is revealing something about dense energy that's moved from energy to matter because of trauma. And all we're doing is bringing it back into its pure form, at which point one of two things happens. Either your symptoms go away, or your relationship to them changes so much. So the question then is, how are you going to be in relationship with it? And what I'd say is, if you can choose to be whoever it is that's having that symptom and say, I'm here with you, you're not accepting the symptom, you're accepting the person or the being who's having the symptom. Trauma simply, I think suffering and trauma are the same thing. It's just something that can't be handled. Why people come to healing is to master it. How you master it is you become the sensation, and then you're the witness host as opposed to identifying with it. And then all I have to do is find three things. I have to find out if the symptom you come in with is really the problem, or part of a deeper problem, and it's just a symptom, so we can't work on it direct. When you come in, I'm going to do a centering practice with you. I'm going to have you breathe and just see what's here. Anything you want to share that feels like you know it's important, and what you would really desire if you could get exactly what you intended, even if you weren't sure was possible. I'm going to write it down literally, because everything you say is going to be literal, right? I'm going to write down a list of everything you say. Then I'm going to start muscle testing. I'm going to start using kinesiology. I'm going to say, if we're going to do trauma work, because I do other things other than trauma work, but let's keep it simple, and it's going to be some kind of trauma work, which just means there's something that couldn't be handled. All right, you'll have your list of intentions that are blocked in some way, right? So I'll say, do you have a highest intention, and is it any, some, or all of the intentions you have on your list of intentions? And either I'll get a yes or a no. If it says yes, and you have 7 things you've said, I'll say, is it one of them made up of one of them? Is it one of them made up of more than one of them? Or is it all of them? And then I'll say, I'll find that out, and I'll say, do you find out which one it is, or do I find it? If it says you find it, it says you know what is the most important thing. If it says you don't know, it says it's something you said, but I can't ask you, because it says whatever you think you're getting through muscle testing, which I think is soul, says you don't know which one it is. So then I'll muscle test the list. Now I know why you're here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure every part has permission, and then I'm going to see if we need any more clues about the actual story. Like is it a theme also? It may say you need another clue. That's the beginning part. I find out why you're here, all parts give permission, and you need another thematic clue. And it'll say yes or no. The next thing I do, which is the third step, right, is I find out, are we to find anything, information about where it crystallizes? If it says yes, and it says I'm to do that through kinesiology, I'll say, does it originate what we call Eugen's lifetime? If it says yes, I'll say, should we find out more, like how old he was, or who, what, when, where, why, how, or if he knows the story. So you get as much clues as you need. And then I find out if the person needs anything other than just sharing their story. And just sharing their story is the most powerful thing, because if you're the witness and you're aligning with the dense energy, by definition, if you just sit there with it without judgment and say, I'm just here with you, it will go back into its pure form. It will move from matter back into energy. And you'll know right away something's different in the session, because pounding heart won't be there anymore. Or you'll say, this is really weird, closing throat isn't there anymore. Or terrible pain in neck isn't there anymore. It's just gone. because it's gone.
Wasn't that absolutely fantastic? I'm sure that you found a lot of information in this very short video you just saw, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 minutes, however long it was. But that is not all. You can have access to the entire presentation of this amazing speaker, plus 40 more other presentations and speakers, and you can have access for life. You can have access to the video recording, to the audio recording, to the swipe files, to the transcripts, to all of the bonuses and the special gifts that all of the speakers and presenters and also the organizers are offering in the Premium Pass package. So if you like this, if you want more, make sure to sign up below for the Premium Pass and have lifetime access to everything. I'm sure it'll be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life, in yourself, in your practice, in your health, and also with working with clients. So go ahead, click on the button below, sign up for the Premium Pass, and we'll see you on the other side.